What is going on, boys? What is going on? Welcome to another fighter showcase. Today, we are using the Hangman, Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker will be facing, I believe, Jalen Turner, UFC 290 in the main card. And there we go. Thank you. Facing Charles Oliveira right off the bat. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to start running through these fighter showcases for this card. We've got some very interesting fighters on the card. We've got Alexander Volkanovski, of course. We've got Yair Rodriguez fighting. We've got Robert Whittaker. Excuse me. We've got Robert Whittaker on the card. We've got Bo Nickel on the card. I believe we got Dricus Duplessis on the card as well. I am definitely not looking forward to using that guy. Because he's not very, oh! I'll tell you guys, man, Dan Hooker has a very interesting style of striking. Sit him down right there. And he's one of these guys that, another one, I really enjoy using fighters that I can use in both weight classes, to be honest with you guys. Because it just makes it much easier for me, right? I don't have to wait for a specific weight class. Dan, of course, trains with Israel Adesanya, City Kickboxing, and those guys, as always, it's amazing how, like, certain teams are easily recognizable. Okay, come on, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Certain teams are easily recognizable with their styles, right? If you take a look at someone like Greg Jackson, right? The Mike Winkeljohn team. When you see a striker that's been trained by Mike Winkeljohn, there's going to be a few things you're going to notice with them. You're going to notice, of course, the obliques, the front leg side kicks. His striking system has to include that. Elbow just seems like it has to include that no matter what. Dwayne Ludwig. You see somebody that was trained by Dwayne Ludwig. You just going to keep falling into that, boy? You just going to keep falling for that? You see someone that was... Hey, yo! Oh, octopus guard. What? I forgot that was in UFC 4. That is very interesting. No. Give me that back, boy. Give me that back. But yeah, man, you see somebody that's trained by Dwayne Ludwig. And right away, you see the footwork. You see the footwork, the way they throw their shots, the way they move, their setups. Instantly recognizable. Even Chad Mendes, man. Chad Mendes has had a very linear style for a long time. But the moment he started training with Dwayne Ludwig, there was a significant change in the way that he fought. His second fight against Jose Aldo, that was clear. It was very, very clear. But I said all that to say, that, of course, City Kickboxing trained Dan Hooker has beautiful feints, just like Israel, just like Kai Kara France. These guys, when you watch them strike, and he's one of the few guys in this game that his idol is actually correct. The way he carries his hand low when he's moving, that is totally Dan Hooker. It's a beautiful idol. I love it. Woo! Careful, sir. Aha. Posture up here. Ah. Getting rolled over by that Kimura trap is not fun. Back up, boy. Okay. Oh, he's switching things up now. He's switching things up a little bit. Giving me a different look. Careful. I see you moving that head, and I am looking for the roundhouse, sir. Aha, set him down right there. Oh, you just got lucky, man. I'm looking for the roundhouse. I just need you to know it. If you keep doing that. Hey. Hey. Over there dancing. Dancing, moving your head. That's when the roundhouse comes. Wham! Boom! To the skull. Good night. Let's move on. The Diamond, Dustin Poirier, is next up on the line. And, should be fun. Thank you. Kick. Give me Becky for free. Hey, yo, what you talking about, bruh? What are you talking about? Give you Becky for free. Who's Becky, bruh? Who's Becky? And why do you want Becky for free? Huh? You don't think you should have to pay for Becky? Think you're special, huh, boy? I'm gonna kick your leg for thinking that. Come here. How dare you disrespect Becky like that? Every other man, every other self-respecting man has had to pay for Becky, right? They had to pay. They had to pay top dollar. She is a high-class... She is high-class, respectable, and she does very good work. She's good at what she does. And you think you don't gotta pay? Huh, you think the rest of us that pay for Becky, you think you're better than us, huh, boy? Think you're better? Nah, you're gonna have to pay for Becky, boy. $500 an hour. That's probably what Dana White pays. You've seen him. You've seen him in Vegas with... You've seen him. So yes, that's what you're gonna have to pay. And you ain't getting no discounts either. Come here. Oh, that name is just hilarious, bro. It's funny. I like how, like, some players, their names just get you, like, thinking in your brain. And you can have fun, like, coming up with a story based on their name. Like this guy right here. I have no idea who Becky is, but I've just convinced myself that he is talking about... Hey, got him. Aha. That's what you get for not paying. Actually... Oh, you're not trying to take me down. That's what you get for thinking that you don't get to pay for Beck. Come here. Ooh, something smells fantastic. I don't know what she cooking. It smells good, boy. It smells good. Sit down. Huh? Hey! I know you're the type. Of course you didn't want to pay for Becky. Quitter. You quitter. You should be ashamed of yourself, sir. Let's move on. Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. I'm worried about this one. I am being 110% with you boys. I am worried about this one. We gotta fit. Oh. He's got Tourette's. He has Tourette's. Yeah, this man's having a seizure over here. Oh my God. I think I know exactly the type of player I'm facing right now. I think I know the type of player I'm facing right now. And if this is what I think it is going to be a long freaking night, bruh. Because I don't have the right fighter to deal with this. It is. Freaking A. These guys are, I call these guys, what do I call them again? I try to name these styles. It kind of helps me right away to remember the style that I need to beat them, right? And this is something that I would like to showcase in some way for UFC 4. What I've noticed is that some of the best players in this game, and just in general, really showcase the styles make fights. Like, there's some fights, there's some matches that, let's say, someone like Romero, 17, will be fighting, and his normal style of play might not work against a specific style. But if he was to employ, say, someone else's style, it might work. And this was demonstrated pretty clearly in one of his streams where he was fighting, what is this guy? Ozzy Kid. You know, when I fought Ozzy Kid, his Nate Diaz, it really caught me off guard at how good his Nate Diaz was. It was surprising. And his Nate has a very, very distinct style and a very unique timing, and the way that he moves and the way he times his shots and some of the things he does, some of the tactics that he uses, kind of dawned on me later on that, like, the perfect guy to deal with that would be Ed Parker. Because what Ed does very well, better than anybody else, is if you have a style that requires that you use a lot of stamina, or, right, like if you have a crazy Max Holloway, for example, right, or you have a really aggressive Conor, or you have a really aggressive Nate Diaz that is designed to, like, pin your opponent with a barrage of strikes. You're constantly interrupting him. Someone like Ed Parker, watching his streams, he does an incredible job, probably better than anybody else, of forcing you to fight at his pace, and he does it without grappling. A lot of really high-level players will have to grapple. They'll have to put you in a clinch. They'll have to take you down. But Ed knows how to do it with just his striking, and he does it with his incredible body work, man. When he fucking rocks you to the body one too many times, you're gonna fucking slow your ass down. You're gonna have to slow shit down quick. And so, oh, this guy is changing things up a little bit. Hold on. Okay, here we go. My guess, though, is that when I push back, he's gonna go back to twitching. Yeah. Back to Tourette's. Back to Tourette's. But yes. So when Romero was trying to deal with Ozzy Kid, Ozzy actually beat him, I believe, twice. And then I'm sure he knew this himself, but, like, I just gave him a reminder that I thought I just typed Ed Parker in the chat. I was like, just Ed Parker. And he was like, oh shit, yeah, I know what you mean. I see it. And hey, yo! He was like, I see it. because he understood the assignment right away. He was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. And immediately he started mimicking Ed, and the success was instant and apparent. So I guess my point is, there's some styles in this game. There's sometimes when you're probably gonna need the Romero style. Sometimes you're gonna need the Swizz aggression. Sometimes you're gonna need the GOAT and his incredible counter striking and his insane defense. There's sometimes when you're gonna need somebody with very, very elite grappling, right? Depending on what style you're facing. Right? If you're gonna face someone like Zayaf, for example, you probably need to have incredible defense and very good counters. Right? Because trying to match Zayaf aggression for aggression, you'll probably get butchered. Right? It's kind of like, I find that to be very interesting as I watched the high-level boys in the community. So maybe I'll figure out a way to do a video on this, or like to showcase it, show you guys the styles that I think matches up very well against each other, or styles that I think counters the other. And this guy right here, I'll be honest, this guy is not good. And I say this with all due respect. He really isn't. It's difficult to break through because he has the Tourette style where like it's fake, but like there's barely any substance, right? And with someone like this, you need a powerful fighter that's fast and has good footwork. And you can rush this guy down, right? You rush him down and you realize that he really doesn't have anything back in the fakes, right? So, but with Dan Hooker, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. So I'm going to have to really slow things down. And I might have to start grappling him. That's actually what I'm thinking of doing. I think I'm going to have to start grappling him a little bit. Because right now, I'm going to show you guys what I mean when I say he doesn't have any substance. Watch me pressuring him right now. See this right here? You see this? He's using Connor. And look how he's just kind of circling, just backing up. I can't maintain this style that I'm trying to do right now with Dan Hooker, but imagine if I had Max, right? Or Connor, or Dustin Poirier, someone that can maintain that. I'd get him out of here quick. That's my point. So, I like naming styles I come across. There's the drones. There we go. Sit him down. There's the drones. Then there's the Tourette's. This guy is one of the Tourette's committee. Because naming them allows me to kind of like, if I identify it, then I kind of know what I need to do to deal with it. There we go. I'm going to start sidestepping a little bit. Look at that. Oh, nice. Another style you guys will have to keep in mind is the buzzsaw. Right? Yeah. That's the guys that will mow you down, bruh. Those ones are terrifying. Now they're different. They're a bit different from the Terminator, because the Terminator's motto is, "I'll murder me to murder you. Rock me, I don't give a shit. Hit me, I don't care." The buzzsaw guy wants to run you down. He wants to run you down, but he doesn't want to take damage while doing it, right? He's kind of the Crooks. Crooks. You guys know the player Crooks? I will call him the buzzsaw. He definitely wants to run you down, but he wants his defense to be clean while he's doing that, right? Those guys are tough to deal with. The Terminator guys are a bit easier to deal with because they will do what the buzzsaw guy does, but without much care for their defense, and that kind of gives you small chances to rock them, to counter. Now, the hardest guys to deal with, man, are the guys who can do it all, right? Yeah, those guys are tough, man. Those guys are tough. Yeah. The shapeshifters. The shapeshifters, man. Or the transformers, right? These guys, they become what they need to become to whoop your ass. They've mastered multiple different styles, and they become what they need to become. You know, man, I'll make a video on that shit, bro. I will, because it's an interesting idea, and I think you guys would benefit from it as well. We've already identified the Terminator. We've identified the buzzsaw. We've identified the drones. We've identified the turrets, and we've identified the transformers or the shapeshifters. There are more. There are a few more that I've identified, but we'll talk about it later. The Tourette's guy just tries to blind you with fakes, but there's no substance. Don't worry about that guy. Fight through his fakes. I've talked about that guy multiple times. Fight through his fakes. Just go get him. Go get him. As long as you have the right fighter. See that right now I'm having to grapple this Connor, which I really don't fucking want to, but I need to because I would like to secure this fight, and I don't want him to like sneak some bullshit in. So. Hey, yo. Hold on. Ah! I think his grappling sucks. Hold on. No. Come here. There we go. All right. Let's not get rolled again. Let's not get rolled again because I don't want that shit. Oh my God, bro. You're not going to do anything besides that? Okay, I understand. I feel you, man. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. There we go. Oh, by the way, there's the bomb. But I didn't think I had to talk about that one. I think that one's fairly self-explanatory. It should be fairly clear that that style exists. There's the bum, right? Which again, no disrespect, but you know, if you are a bum, you are a bum. It is what it is. If you are a bum, you are a bum. It is what it is, man. I mean, what else can be done? What else can be done? Let's go. Thank you. Yeah. There we go. Come on, man. Come on, sir. There we go. It has to be done. All right, it has to be done. By the way, just what I try to do is I try to like bring knowledge that's at a subconscious level to a conscious level. I try to do that with this game. That's I find it fun. I find it fun to do that, and I think it benefits you guys a lot, because it's one thing to like know how to play the game, to be really, really good at the game. And it's another thing to be able to teach. And I think those are two completely different skills. And I really want to learn how to teach, because that is something that I definitely want to do in the future with jiu-jitsu. I would love to own a school at one point. I would love to teach jiu-jitsu. And a lot of this stuff is just practice to me for when I actually get to do my main passion, which is teach combat sports, specifically jiu-jitsu. I would love at some point in my life to open up a school, have students, and be able to teach them. And so I didn't go to school to learn how to be a teacher, but through this, just learning how to break things down, explain things in a way that's digestible, in a way that's understandable. I want to practice it, you know? Nope. This is not a very tight back control at all. At all. Got him. At least he's got good head movement. All right, we're going to go to a decision. Yeah. Solidified, brother. Solidified. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, good fight to you, too. Good fight, good fight, good fight. I appreciate the experience. So, yeah. There you have it, man. There you have it. Dan the Hangman Hooker. I am pretty certain that I won this fight. No doubt about that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this fighter showcase. It's gonna be a long one, probably like 30 minutes long, but I know some of you don't really mind the long fighter showcases, so let's listen here.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score this contest 50-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, Daniel the Hangman Hooker.
There we go. Beautiful. 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 That is exactly what I was hoping for. So, we are going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. You guys rock. I'll see you guys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out. Have a good one.